We're here, this is the youth of the village. We want to, we also have a youth program. Building Community Bridges has a youth program. I want you guys to hear a little bit what it's like, because it's so unfair. It seems like they don't have a chance in life. They're fighting to get an education. This is what he's saying, that here, as a young person in the village, it's very difficult because they want an education so bad. They want to go to school. That's why a lot of times when you see even the businesses they were doing, the calabash, they're doing it, they help each other to try, they themselves have to pay for them to go to school.
On n'a pas de centre de santé. Donc si tu es malade, toujours on doit t'amener en ville. Donc l'argent pour t'amener choses en ville, pour les soins aussi c'est difficile. Comme nos parents ne vendent rien pour les soins aussi, donc c'est difficile à nous. Donc on souffre.
So he was just saying that for them, even when you get sick, as a young person here, you get sick, he can't go to his mother or his father to ask for help because he sees they don't have any money. So really they're left on their own. They have to fend for themselves. For them to do anything, they have to figure out how to do it for themselves. There's nobody here helping them. There's no cultural center. So a lot of times, the only option they have is to either farm or, I don't know, qu'est-ce que vous faites pendant le temps? So what he's saying is that because there's no work here, there's no work, their parents have no money, they have no resources to help them, there's nothing here for them. So when it becomes too difficult for them, like he's saying, their older brothers, they go to Nigeria, and that's where they go to look for work. That's where they're obliged to go to try to find a living because there's nothing here, and their parents have nothing. And it's not even like they're not working. Like he said, they're all farmers. All these young people farm because that's the only thing in these villages is farming. I'm interpreting what he's saying for you guys. He's also saying that it's very difficult for them because the road is so terrible that nobody can come in. You guys saw how difficult it was for us to come in. The car almost broke down because you have the huge puddles of water. The road is not good. So nobody can come here to buy their goods. Nobody can come here to buy their products. And if nobody can come here to buy their products, they go back to zero. They have nothing, they're working, but they can't sell their products. They have nothing. He just mentioned also that sometimes they go 1 week, 2 weeks without taking a bath, without bathing, without showering. The reality here, it sounds unreal, but it's the truth. There's no water here. As we've shown you, when it rains, that's the only way they can get water. So it's a reality. I don't know when was the last time he's bathed because there's no water. So for them, this is what the young people, and to be young and have to go through this, it's terrible. It's really, really, really terrible. C'est ça. Donc maintenant on va revenir.
Mais lorsque notre parent se débrouille pour nous aider, ça manque d'argent. Même il n'y a pas de marché, il n'y a pas de
marché. Donc j'explique ça un peu. Okay. So here's a young girl. She's saying that avant tu partais à l'école, before she used to go to school, when the market fell, her parents were able to help her a little bit, but this is, like I said, when the market fell, there's no way for her parents to sell what they have. And since her parents can't sell, they're not making any money anymore, her education is stopped. So now she doesn't go to school. They're in the village here. There's nothing, she does nothing. There's nothing here for them. If anything, they help in the house. But this is the case where a lot of these young girls don't get an education. And so really the only life they're looking at is to maybe become the the wife of one of these men over here, because that's all there is. To become somebody's wife and to have children. But even that is a situation, is a matter of life and death. So really, Building Community Bridges wants to come here and help these young people in this village. I just wanted to clarify the exchange of, or the change, because the French system is different. So they have lycée, and then they have college, and then they have university. So, but the equivalent in the American education system, she's saying that most of them here have passed the 10th grade, but they don't have any money. And it's amazing, it's incredible, because so much they want an education. They're hard workers. Like we showed you in the other village, she said 85% of the young people there had passed their exams, but because of the lack of resources and because of the lack of money, they can't further their education. These can be nurses, these can be doctors. Who knows what their future can be if they had the opportunity to have an education. So I'm imploring the world to give these young girls a chance, the same way I had a chance when I was in the village.